Hello everyone. Let us discuss today India's geography. Okay. First of all, on board. Board is a two-dimensional thing, right? So on board, upwards it is north, downwards it is south, right side it is east, left side it is west. Okay, north, south, east, west. Okay, let us consider this as globe. Okay, in this, if we cut this way, India is here, right? That means when we cut this horizontally, India is in northern side. If we cut it vertically, India is in eastern side, right? Northern side, eastern side. That means India is in northern hemisphere when we cut it horizontal. If we consider it vertically, then India is in eastern hemisphere. That means, what is the location of India? India is in northeastern hemisphere. Okay? Sphere means a ball, kind of thing. Hemi means half, right? So hemisphere means, if horizontally if we make it two halves, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. If we do it two parts vertically, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. So India is in northeastern hemisphere. Next, what are the neighboring countries of India? Neighboring countries of India. How to remember neighboring countries of India, you know? It is very easy. Simply, you remember this logic. Ban, China, P. Here, China is one country. B stands for Bangladesh, Bhutan. A stands for Afghanistan. N stands for Nepal. Okay? Till here 4 countries. And China is one country, 5 countries. And P stands for Pakistan. M stands for Myanmar. Okay, these are neighboring countries, territorial. Whereas maritime boundaries are Maldives and Sri Lanka. Okay. We have how many states and union territories in India, you know? 28 states and 8 union territories. 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay. And in India, we have 2 islands. Those are Andaman and Nicobar Island, Lakshadweep. There are 2 islands. One is Andaman and Nicobar Island, the other one is Lakshadweep. Now, let us know the difference between UT, island and peninsula. These are the 3 important terms which we must learn while learning Indian geography. We have 28 states and 8 union territories, as I said you earlier, right? Why there are UT in addition to states? What is the reason? Because UTs are not too big to make a state. To make a state, they must be too large at least. And one more reason why they become UT, We cannot merge them into some other state because they are culturally and ethnically different from the places beside. That's why we have given a special status named UT, Union Territory. Hope you got the point. Okay, we have 28 states and 8 union territories. So now you understood what is UT. What is island? Island means a land body surrounded by water on 4 sides like east, west, north, south. 4 sides there must be water in order to become an island. India has 2 islands, as I said you earlier. One is Lakshadweep, the other one is Andaman and Nicobar. One is Lakshadweep, the other one is Andaman and Nicobar. This is southern part of India, left side Arabian Sea, right side it is Bay of Bengal, right? In this Arabian Sea, there is an island called Lakshadweep. Okay, and here in Bay of Bengal, there is an island called Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, as they are surrounded by 4 sides water, they both are called islands. India, this entire part is landed. 3 sides water, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, here it is Indian Ocean. As it is surrounded by 3 sides water, this is called peninsula. That means India is a peninsula as it is surrounded by 4 sides water. Let us know about sunrise and sunset. With that, how the time is being changed from place to place. Why there is a day in eastern parts, even though there is a night in western parts. Why the difference? Those all we'll be discussing in now. In India, Arunachal Pradesh is the easternmost part. What is the easternmost state in India? Arunachal Pradesh, right? In Arunachal Pradesh, sun rises first. Sun rises first in Arunachal Pradesh. Whereas in westernmost part in India, it is Gujarat. In Gujarat, the sun rises last. It is taking almost 2 hours time. Why this 2 hours time? In India, the latitudinal extent is 68 degree 7 minutes east, 97 degree 25 minutes east. That means approximately the difference between 68 and 97 is 30 degrees, right? Do you know, to cross 1 degree longitude, it is taking 4 minutes. Sunrise are taking 4 minutes to cross each degree. We have how many degrees from Arunachal Pradesh to Gujarat? We have 30 degrees. For 1 minute, if it is 4 minutes, for 30 degrees, how much time it will take? It is like 30 into 4. Okay, 30 into 4 is 120 minutes. 120 minutes means 60 minutes plus 60 minutes. 60 minutes is 1 hour and the 60 minutes is 1 hour. So it is completely 2 hours. That is why to have sunrise in Gujarat, it is taking 2 hours difference from Arunachal Pradesh. That means if sun rises at 4 o'clock in Arunachal Pradesh, it will rise in Gujarat at 6 o'clock. Whereas in Andhra Pradesh, as it is in the midst, it will be at 5 o'clock. Right? Now, let me tell you the difference between GMT and IST. We have latitudes and longitudes to know it. Latitudes means horizontal lines. Longitudes means vertical lines. Right? What is the central latitude, you know? It is tropic of, sorry, it is equator. Whereas here, what is the central longitude, you know? GMT, Greenwich Mean Time or Meridian Time. Likewise, through India, what is the central latitude, you know? It is Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. Okay. Likewise, through India, what is the central longitude, you know? It is IST, Indian Standard Time. That means longitudes are determining the time. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay. How we are able to differentiate the time zones, you know? Now, let me tell you how to find out the time when some other country's time is given. If it is some 2 o'clock in London, GMT is in London, I said you, right? IST is India, right? If it is 2 o'clock in London, it will be 7:30 in India, because the difference between IST and GMT is 5.5 hours. That means if we move rightwards, we need to add 5.5 hours. If we move leftwards, we need to deduct 5.5 hours. As India is a small country, we have only one time zone. That means even if you ask someone who is living in Gujarat or someone who is living in Arunachal Pradesh, even though there is 2 hours difference of sunrise, they will say you the same time as now, as we had now. But when we call someone who is living in London, he will say exactly the time, deducting 5.5 hours from our time, because India is on right side. India is on right side. If they give you India time as some 7:30, if they ask you time in London, London is towards, we need to move leftwards, right, from India. So we need to deduct 5.5 hours from Indian time. 7:30 minus 5:30 is how much? 7:30 minus 5:30. 2, right? That means what is the time in London now? 2 o'clock. Hope you got the point, what I meant to say. The time difference between GMT and IST is 5.5 hours. Whereas, if you take the time difference between GMT and China, it is 8 hours. That means, if it is 2 o'clock in London, what is the time in China? Simply you add 8 to the time. 8 plus 2 is 10. That means, it will be 10 o'clock in China if it is 2 o'clock in London. Likewise, the time zones are different. Russia, being a largest country, it had almost 11 time zones. Okay. Hope you liked and understood this question. Thank you.